So, someone said to me the other day, I've got a lisp. A stranger said, I've got a subtle lisp. And I should know that I sound a little stupid doing spoken word when all my words with S in them are spoken so absurd. I'm not upset, but it just sucks to think you're speaking normally for 2 decades and then shucks, find out your stuff sounds like a stanza of Severus Snape's toughest parcel tongue is pronounced by Daffy Duck. So I will say this. My subtle lisp is not sinful. I'm not sorry Saturday, I'm not sorry Sunday. I'm spiritual, and when I speak, I celebrate the Sabbath 7 days a week. I've got special S-sauce smothered on my skull walls like a tossed salad, so silkscreen the Sistine ceiling on my soft palate. I sing along with super scenesters reciting Sufjan Stevens songs in skinny jeans and dance salsa with soccer moms sneaking out in skimpy see-through sarongs. I will answer your questions in style with my sexy, subtly lisping, sparkling incisor smile. What's my surname? WATSKY. What's my size? Stocky. What's my city? San Francisco. It's so sweet now, slow. See, I've heard some steamy stories, but I'm not stretching to say one time I made a lady swoon by speaking an essay section of a Shakespeare sonnet in her general direction. I scribble all S essays. I shred them and sprinkle the all S ashes. My speech doesn't give a spotted C smell if it passes. I slip past straight Fs in my classes to straight S's in my classes because my speech stays second semester senior status. I'm so sick. 6th grade school kids call me Sofa King. I'm on tongue steroids slamming with the Sammy Sosa swing so tight. I sleep upright in a small cell and sing and sail the 7 seas on Steve Irwin's Stingray while your speedboat sinking. Still too soon. Anyway, screw an SSOS, I'm straight SSS for save someone standard. I studied at the School of Savage Speech, screw Stanford, I spit sexier than Summer Sanders, Sarah Silverman, Susan Sarandon, Sissy SpaceX, Sally Struthers, and Selena spooning in a 6-way same-sex all-S celebrity civil union. So you can slander the gay lisp and I will slip you a solid list of friends who lisp or no lisp will stomp, spit, stay pissed, and start all over on the racists. You can save the South Korean stereotypes. The Sambo shtick. The sexist stuff is sickening, and if you suppose your speech is normal, that's because your impediment is listening. So speak for those of us with something special, something that sets us aside from my accent havers, my stammerers, my southerners, my stutterers. Yes, I will spit it sick and stick to never skipping S, because I was sucking on a soup spoon and a suckle that is sterling silver, simple, supple, super soaker, staying, watching sister, seeing each syllable, scale, my esophagus smooth, and suffer, and succotash, isolate, awesome, and see there's no stopping this to start the steps to speaking me, so see that I will not desist. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry if you don't like a subtle lisp, but you can simply suck on this. Thank you guys very much, I appreciate it.
What has been your most memorable collab?
My first ever collab that I did with someone with a lot more subscribers than me was Miles J. Anybody know Miles J? And I was so scared to ask him to do anything with me. At the time, I had like 30,000 subscribers. He was already up in like 100,000 or whatever. And we were in the same building. I don't know how we got into the same building doing something YouTube-ish or whatever. And he's sitting at a table and I go up to him and I'm like, hi, my name's Hart. He's like, I know. I said, what? And all I did was ask him like, hey, I have this video idea where we just go around twerking on random objects in random places. And he was like, okay. And just that easy transaction of someone saying yes after being so scared and thinking that you was gonna get rejected or something. Now that video is almost at 1 million views, and I love that video. That introduced me to almost everybody on this panel, and that it's just the most memorable because of how easy it was to make happen. We just twerked on lamps and in the streets and playgrounds, and it was so dope. But that's my most memorable moment for sure.
The thing I don't hate anything. Hate's a strong word. But I already said one of the things I disliked. Another thing would be...
long hours, not seeing your friends.
No, I don't mind that at all. I think
Really?
it's all
Okay.
worth it. I think that's all worth it. I think it would just be that I wish the internet was nicer sometimes.
Okay.
I think we can all agree that there's a lot of nasty comments and there's a lot of mean people. I'm sure you've received mean
Freaks.
tweets or you've possibly sent mean tweets as well. And I just think that as someone who's so passionate about being a unicorn in one love, sometimes I wish I could sit the entire internet down and be like, listen, you need to be nice to each other. And so I just wish the internet was a nicer place, I think. But the good news is, how many people are here? How many people do you think we have here? So we got like a lot of people here, right? Everybody raise your hand real quick.
A few hundred.
The good news is that because you're all here, you are all an ambassador of making the internet a nicer place. So you can all literally right now tweet something nice and you've already helped fix the problem. So just putting that out there, you all can change the world.
The thing about it is you don't have to try to be unique. You are unique organically. Every single person in this room, if you wrote a paragraph about a cat, it would be different. If you drew a cat, it would be different. And that's what you have to just get in touch with, your uniqueness. Because if you share your uniqueness, you're gonna connect with somebody. That messed up cat, now everybody's not gonna like that messed up cat, but the right people are gonna like that messed up cat. So in conclusion, not really because I have more slides, examine your brain and figure out how you see the world in a really unique way and share it with the world, and you're gonna get little blue clip art people who like you too.
Well, I know we have a lot of fans here, but there are a lot of creators, I think, out here as well who look up to you, and not just in a, I'd love to meet them, but I'd love to do what they're doing. I know we all have, our inspirations. So kind of structuring the question with that behind it, is there some sort of advice you could give people? I mean, do you regret anything you ever did? Has it helped you move forward?
I would say, I think people assume that it just kind of happened for all of us. Like, all the people up here have been on YouTube for so long, and I think people who are starting out with channels get frustrated when the views don't pop up right away. And so for me, I would say just a lot of consistency and work hard and be patient, because I've been on YouTube for 7 or 8 years, and people only really started watching the last couple. So I think that would be like my biggest advice, is just keep doing it and don't try to be funny for your audience. Like what Jenna said, make yourself laugh. If you're laughing at your own videos, then well, hopefully other people will too. But if you're trying to be funny for other people, then it's not going to be as genuine as if you're just doing what you think is funny.
Good answer. Jenna, do you have something you would tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that school matters and that watching videos of cats will get you somewhere in life. Jenna, keep watching those videos of cats.
What about yous, Glozell?
What?
Would you tell your younger self something?
Oh, what would I tell my younger self? Good job, younger self. Good job.
I'm very proud of both Mental Floss and the art assignment. I'm very proud of Crash Course History. I'm even reasonably proud of my videos about giraffe sex. But in my experience, success on the scale of the Fault in Our Stars film happens by following the art assignment path, or the Crash Course Chemistry path, or the Project for Awesome path. If you ask a lot of your viewers, you are going to have fewer viewers. But they will want to be part of your journey, whether it's about chemistry or art or the novel they've watched you struggle with for years. Vi Hart may not get 1 million views a video, but she taught me that math can be beautiful. Akilah Hughes doesn't get millions of views, but she helped me to think more complexly about all kinds of things, from race to makeup. Henry Reich and CGP Grey explain the world to me. These are not things that I watch. They are communities that I'm part of, communities that help me to live a more engaged and fulfilling life. And I'm going to follow those people to the ends of the earth, and if their movies have a midnight screening, I will be there. But the economic incentives in online video right now run completely counter to encouraging creators to focus on community. The incentives tell us that more views is always good, that uncomplicated measures of engagement are the only ones that really matter, and that the ultimate end is to sell advertisements rather than to build video projects that encourage people to connect and to collaborate. 30 years, Bob Ross began teaching people how to paint on PBS. His show was never a ratings juggernaut like, say, Falcon Crest, which aired at the same time. But it changed people's lives in a way that I would submit maybe Falcon Crest didn't. And the same is true of Mr. Rogers or Sesame Street. These shows would never have existed in a television world driven entirely by advertising, but they continue to matter to us, and they continue to be valuable precisely because their audiences were more passionate than they were large. So how do you build a community like the one that made The Fault in Our Stars so successful? More Bob Ross, less Falcon Crest. That's my advice anyway. I know it's hard in a world of perverse incentives, but I would encourage you not to worry so much about how many people watch what you make. Worry about how many people love what you make.
Contract negotiations didn't necessarily work out. We went our separate ways, and I made a choice to go independent. I abandoned Hey, cool, yeah. That Destiny's Child song, all the ladies who are independent, really resonates right now. So I abandoned 2.2 million subscribers. I abandoned over 1,000 videos. I abandoned over 200 million total video views on YouTube, hoping that the two-way conversation I had been having with my audience and engaging with my audience was enough, and that it really was real to me and to them. And it was. In 2014, in January of this year, I launched It's Grace. And due to the overwhelmingly supportive communication and loyalty of the audience, and to the overwhelmingly supportive, voluntarily wonderful community of YouTube, the channel amassed over 1 million subscribers in less than 3 weeks. I remember John and Hank Green both posted very articulate and elegant blog posts on their Tumblr. That's a weird sentence, elegant blog posts on a Tumblr. And there's a lot of things I couldn't say about the split from Item Channel, but they were able to say it for me, and they really supported it. And I have a hard time, maybe it's my Jersey pride, of asking people for help. And they definitely came out and they helped me and they supported it and they threw all of their weight behind it and they told people to subscribe, and so many other people in the YouTube community did too. And it made me feel like a truly authentic member of this community, and it made me realize the power of community and the power of collaboration and the power of being honest with other human beings.
We love songs too, trust us, but we also have a bit of a problem with love songs, and that's that they're not scientifically accurate.
Yeah,
correct,
that's true.
Mitch?
So this is a problem
Yeah,
that
so
we
we're gonna
came
fix
across, and we decided we would fix that by writing a science love song. So hopefully
enjoy.
you'll connect to this.
Put your arms around each other and just feel the love in the building, people.
You can cry if you want as well.
Yeah.
I'll be the spark if you'll be the flame. Start a reaction that can't be contained. Balance your pH by sharing my base. I'll be your star if you'll be my space.
'Cause there is no distance that I wouldn't go. Through space-time and wormholes, my matter would flow to the edge of the universe. I'll be your G if you will be C, or I can be A if you will be T. If there's a mutation, I'll fix every base, working as your zinc finger nuclease. Just like an atom, don't rip us apart, unless you want a big boom in my heart. We can take it fast or really slow, but we can't know with certainty where we'll go. If at first we don't succeed, we'll try 2 more times, so our failures are statistically significant. Try. Like an equation, it all works out. If we balance the sides, there's no need to doubt. This is your science love song, a place to start our chemical bond, a research endeavor. We can write the conclusion together. Just like the movies, I'll steal your heart, but then you die, so I won't do that. If we broke up, I'd be no more. I'd give up H2O for H2SO4.
Take away gravity, and I'd still fall for you. Share my last electron in a covalent bond for 2.
'Cause you're like that angle, acute and you're smart. Your lab coat and goggles go straight to my heart. Except that's a lie, 'cause the heart doesn't feel. When it comes to love, the brain seals the deal. This is your science love song, a place to start our chemical bond, a research endeavor. We can write the conclusion together with the correct annotation and bibliography, of course.
You matter to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Go forth and do
Mwah.
science.
Yeah. We love you. That was great.